Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Digibank UAE Summit once again. For the next session, I would like to call Mr. Nasser Butt, the Senior Solutions Executive from SAP Concur. Nasser joined SAP Concur MENA team in 2019 with regional coverage across UAE and Oman. In this role, Nasser's primary focus is working with key account customers across FSI and service verticals, supporting their journey to better visibility, more control, whilst ensuring compliance with their spend management initiatives. Welcome, Nasser. Welcome on board at the Khaleej Times Digibank UAE session. And I would give you screen sharing rights now and have a very good session. And I'm right here if you need me for anything.
Thank you, Mitsu, for the kind introduction. Good morning, everybody. Can I just ask quickly, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Excellent. So I'm going to switch to presentation mode. Once again, good morning, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to join our session today on the strategy to faster growth and increase savings in FSI. My name is Nasser Butt, and I'm a Senior Solutions Executive at SAP Concur. My role is to support the finance community on their transformation journey, in particular as it relates to digitalizing and moving to the cloud. With this, today I'll be talking about why travel, expense, and invoice management matters to this industry, sharing insights and the success factors that you should consider, and the role SAP Concur plays in supporting your digital transformation journey. So with scrutiny on operational spend, especially in the current climate and affecting most industries, FSI is certainly not immune to this. Arguably, it is stakeholders within the FSI industry that are under even more scrutiny, and so they are under intense pressure to do more with less, whilst there should be no compromise on the customer experience or employee experience. There is tighter hold on policy enforcement, ensuring every dollar spent is accounted for and therefore ensures solid liquidity. It certainly comes as no surprise. Many of the organizations we engage with are falling short of the operational efficiency required to operate at an optimum. So how does this impact the FSI industry in particular? Regulatory compliance appears to be top of mind with finance leaders. A few examples being the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, Sarbanes-Oxley, and the Bribery Act. Unpredictable forces have put a strain on budgets, plans, and business models, making managing costs even more critical than ever. In this new reality, your employees are still spending, just in different ways, on different things, and from different places. We ask these questions quite often to organizations. Are your present systems and processes up to the evolving realities of today's spend? Can you address errors and out of policy transactions before it's too late? Can you see spend before it happens to ensure it's within policy or cost parameters? So we know FSI is highly regulated and highly scrutinized industry, a highly scrutinized industry. They also experience higher than average travel volumes, and therefore financial services organizations have a greater need to keep a watchful eye on travel and expense. There's significant emphasis on security, cost pressures, risk and compliance, digitalization, the need to safeguard and protect the integrity of spend information, drive down inefficiency and cost, finding new sources of savings, creating controls that increase compliance, preventing fraud and ensure regulatory requirements are met, offering the latest mobile tools and technology to help automate workflows, approvals, recruit and retain top talent, and keep employees focused on their job and their clients. Taking T&E to the cloud, you help address these issues head on, bringing much needed control, visibility and savings to large and critical portion of their spend. In a recent study conducted by SAP Concur and the Economist Group, 88% of senior executives worldwide agreed that the pandemic will forever change how business operate. Nothing new there. 93% of those executives agree that maintaining organization agility is the way, or is the only way, to manage uncertainty. And only 33% feel confident about their ability to control those costs. With that, there was a survey by Gartner indicating that banking surpasses other industries in digitalizing its processes and growing its digital revenues. But as banks reset after the immediate impact of the pandemic, CIOs have much to do in adapting to the new realities of customer demand and behavior. 53% of banks report that their business performance is ahead or far ahead of where otherwise would have been had COVID-19 not become a global pandemic. Banking is marginally ahead of industry averages when it comes to the most advanced stages of the digitalization journey. Almost 50% of all banks are now in the scale or refined stages. Where are you in this journey? Ask yourselves. Banks are also marginally ahead when it comes to refining their digital initiatives at 20% versus an average of 18%. A simple characterization is that the maturity of banks' digital initiatives has moved beyond its adolescence of learning and is now in its early adulthood of productivity. So who are SAP Concur and how do we help your industry? Our solutions help you actively manage all your spend, shifting from looking back at what was spent to controlling what is spent. By integrating travel, expense, and invoice management into one single connected process, the platform offers intelligent connectivity that helps employees efficiently record and manage every trip, expense report, purchase order, and capture supplier invoices, enabling you to close the data and workflow gaps that lets costs and compliance slip out of control. Charges will flow automatically from your bookings and corporate cards into expense reports, eliminating data entry and data feeds that take time to manage and are error prone, while using artificial intelligence and machine learning to automatically apply spend controls along the way. In addition, with every expense, booking, and reservation captured in one place, you can see where policies are working, where you could improve, and what you could be saving. And when you take control, you can use innovative apps and intelligent tech to get rid of all paper and extra steps while improving compliance to both policies and regulatory requirements for the business. As an example, duty of care. It's incumbent upon HR to ensure employee safety. And so we partner with companies such as International SOS, Helix, and HX Global to help HR departments proactively locate employees prior to or during their travel. And they are alerted to incidents occurring. Dashboards provide an even more detail, allowing users to analyze data according to specific needs. Reporting specialists can help you dig deeper into data to spot trends, unearth compliance issues, or answer specific questions. Automating processes make it easier for employees to comply with spending policies and improve workflows. So as your business evolves, Concur will provide the scalability necessary, one that incorporates policy changes, and if required, it will support the introduction of new features, functions to your workflows, and day-to-day management of spend. We're conscious, especially in this region, that organizations are using fragmented systems to support the plethora of travel, expense, and invoice-related functions, and often it is detrimental to the business in terms of costly development and expensive maintenance. We can certainly talk more about how we're supporting your peers on their transformation journey to a consolidated approach. Allow me to share a brief video that encapsulates the Concur platform. So cloud-based solutions yield greater savings and faster growth options. According to a study by Wharton, 74% of companies believe complexity hurts them, but only 17% believe their efforts to simplify processes are effective. And speed is a huge concern. 87% of finance leaders want their finance and performance data quicker. IDC interviewed 8 organizations that have experienced significant levels of business travel and expense management maturity with the SAP Concur suite of cloud-based solutions. These organizations experienced a 3-year return on investment of 650% and payback in only 5 months, with savings approaching 700,000 in business travel savings, saving time on booking travel and expense reports. It made AP staff more efficient and improved policy compliance. So how can we keep the conversation going? There are several ways. We have an active presence across most mainstream social media channels with dedicated YouTube channel for product-specific insights. You can download the many white papers and case studies offering insights directly our customers across FSI. Independent research is always a useful source. The likes of IDC, Forrester, Gartner have written and continue to write research validating the topics we have covered today. And of course, you can reach out to us directly, where we would openly initiate a process of discovery to determine if SAP Concur can help you overcome some of the challenges you're facing today. If you'd like further reading on the topics we've talked about today, please use the following QR codes or links to download the material. And if you're interested in learning about the functional aspects of SAP Concur, these QR codes will take you to self-guided demos. However, for a more comprehensive or customized demos, please contact us. I would like to thank you for your time today. Wish you well. Please reach out to our MENA events team should you have any questions or would like further information. Thank you once again. Over to you, Mitsu.
Thank you very much, Nasser. Thank you for the presentation and the very informative video. I wanted to personally thank you very much for being a part of the event. And yes, that's about it. Thank you very much for the event. I'm sorry, we're running out of time and we won't be able to take any questions. But the delegates, if you have any questions, please feel free to write in the chat box, and we will make sure that anyone from SAP Concur, either Mr. Nasser or anyone else from the SAP Concur team, will reply to your questions or queries. And I also wanted to thank SAP Concur and all the other sponsors. We would like to thank our sponsors, strategic sponsor Nutanix, associate technology partner SAP Concur, silver sponsor OneSpan, banking transformation partner Finastra, customer experience partner Avaya, payment innovation partner MasterCard, associate partner ID Now, networking sponsor Lenovo, networking partner MDSAP, for showing massive trust in our capabilities and making this event possible. Now it's a time for a short coffee and networking break. I hope that you can go to the sponsors and have some very interesting discussions with all the sponsors and the delegates. I hope you have a very good networking session. Please request you all to come back at 12 o'clock for the next session, which is called Transformation with a Purpose by Mr. Yuri Misnik from Bank FAB. So see you there, and see you in the next session at 12 o'clock. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nasser. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mitsu. Bye-bye.